Alright guys, today we have a 2009 Toyota Sienna and I'm going to be showing you how to flush the antifreeze on the system. You should be flushing the antifreeze every 40 to 50,000 miles because this is something that can freeze over winter, especially winter time. If it freezes, it can break the block, do a lot of damages. And see these two antifreeze bottles right here? They costed me no more than 45 bucks. Alright, this is pink antifreeze. Usually Toyota uses pink antifreeze. So this is the reserve bottle here. We're gonna top that off, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna drain the antifreeze. You don't have to lift this car unless you have a cover all the way in the bottom. This car does not have a cover, so there's a drain plug all the way down there, right under that pipe right there, right under this pipe. You're gonna see it right down here, right? And you're gonna need a big funnel. Even a small funnel will do because we don't want to make a big mess spill here. And you're gonna need something container to hold the antifreeze once we drain it. So you take this little guy, you push it down right below down there, right? So it's gonna catch all the antifreeze. All right, from right here you can turn the drain plug. It's gonna be a little hard. If you can lift it, that's better, but if you don't need to, you don't need to. All right, I got it going and I'm gonna show you down below. All right guys, I got the antifreeze draining. As you can see, the drain plug is right there. It's right above there, but you can reach it from the top or down here, right? And we're gonna let this guy drain. Also, remove your cap right here so it can ventilate the system. All right, so once it gets air in there, it's gonna drain out much faster. Just be careful you don't break the radiator here, because this is plastic and sometimes this thing you could turn it really hard and just crack it, right? So let's give it a good 10-15 minutes. It's gonna drain out and then we'll continue. All right guys, it's still draining. All right, I'm gonna get a good 10-15 minutes and just let it drain, and then we got the antifreeze ready and we'll put that in, and then we'll let the car rev a little bit and top off all the antifreeze. All right guys, the antifreeze has finished draining. The whole bucket is full, guys. All right, this car, you're not gonna be able to get 100% of the antifreeze. All right, you can also lift the car. There's like a little screws, the drain plugs for on the end, the block itself. But if you manage to do something like this, guys, don't worry about it, all right? If you keep up to date on your antifreeze, don't worry about it. It's gonna mix and match. It's gonna keep everything nice and good the way it's supposed to be, all right? This bucket, if you manage to get antifreeze out of this bucket, very good. If not, just try to use something to suck it out from, but it's very difficult to get it out of here, all right? And that's your choice. There's a pipe down there. You could get that guy right here and you could follow the pipe and it leads into the radiator over there, and you can remove it from there. All right, this pipe right here that comes over here, you could push it down below to the, because right now it travels up from down there. It travels up. So if you take this off and just face it down, it should empty out. It also loops down here up like that, so you need to get it probably, or if you could dismount it from right there and just let it leak out, perfect. All right, but in my case it's empty because this customer did not keep it up to date. But so it's been sucking from antifreeze from there, but there's no leaks. So it does go down a little bit after a while. But guys, from right here I can see the ear of the drain plug. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna lock up the drain plug. All right, very easy from up here for me. All right, got my hand down there right now. All right, and let me lock this guy up, and that's it. All right guys, and I will pull that out from down there. All right, let me see right now if we can do it right now. So look at all the antifreeze we got out. All right guys, all right, doesn't look in bad condition, but you do need to flush your system. All right, next what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this guy, put it to the side so I don't make a mess. I'm gonna go get my gloves and I'm gonna put my gloves on, and I'm gonna put that funnel on here, and we're gonna top off the antifreeze, and then we're gonna let the car run. And you can also open a valve here. There's a valve over there, but if you let the car run, use this type of tool, it should bleed itself out. You really don't need to go crazy with this car. But if you manage to get see these gallon, if I manage to get this one whole gallon and another one, that equals the amount of what I pulled out. All right, don't just put, if you only go one goes in there, you're low on that. Right, you gotta let the car run, check a few times, and it should be good. The bucket will go down after it sucks some of the antifreeze into the system. Right, so let me get my gloves and we'll continue. All right, guys, we have our funnel set up right there. All right, and we're gonna top off the antifreeze. So I did take off the top of this one, but the bottle is still sealed. So make sure you have a sealed bottle. Don't buy something that is not sealed, because it might be something wrong with it, or someone did something to it or swapped it out. But anyways, this is pre-diluted, so we didn't need to do anything. I forgot to shake it up a little bit. And let's open this up. Trying to work with the one hand, guys. So I have a really good setup here. This thing prevents any leaks from occurring, and it's adapter there. Then you have the just like a cap that holds it down. Funnel goes in. My funnel is not the best condition, but it's all right, guys. And there it goes, guys. Slowly put the antifreeze on into the system, and this is what we're using, guys. If you need to find it, this part number right there. All right, let's give it some time to bubble out. All right, all that stuff you see, don't worry about it, guys. It's stuck to the side, it's not coming off, so I'm not gonna be contaminating the system. But anyways, give it a good 10 minutes for this thing to go down little by little. It's gonna take a good 10 minutes. After that, what I'll do is I'll start up the car, put the heat on, and we'll let the car run for a little bit, and it will take this thing in. It will go in little by little. See how I'm filling this up? There's no spill, guys. Make sure you have a good funnel. If you have something like this is only 32 bucks, and it comes with a whole bunch of adapters, a whole bunch of kits. All right, and it pays itself off, because let's say you do 5-10 antifreeze flushes, you spill 1 or 2 bottles, there you go, you evened out. And at this moment, we don't need to top that off yet. We'll let the car run, and once the whole antifreeze goes down, we'll top it off later on. All right, so it's almost down. It's time for us to put a little bit more antifreeze in the system. All right, guys, I'm gonna let this thing go down on its own. Once it settles, once it stops bubbling up, that means it had enough. Then we'll start up the car, and we'll show you. But meanwhile, let me put everything to the side so we can just continue with this guy. All right, so let's come back to it and we'll continue. All right, guys, I did get a little bit of the second bottle here. All right, if you can see right there. All right, and I got the first one emptied out over there, sitting over there, but it's not taking in anymore. I'm gonna put a little bit more in there, but now it's that time. Let me take my jack off. I'm gonna start this car up. Take my key, put the key in. All right, put the heat on, guys. Put the heat on max, and we should be feeling heat in there. All right, and we're gonna let this car run. You see bubbles are coming out. It's gonna take a little bit in there, so we're gonna make sure the level is nice and perfect. All right, I'm gonna let the car run for 10-15 minutes. Once it heats up to the right temperature, I will shut it off. The fluid will expand and contract, and it should suck everything in there as much as it needs. All right, guys, so let's give it a good 10 minutes for it to run and heat up. All right. All right, guys, let me put my light on. So I got the car running for a little bit, and still bubbling up. All right, and let's go look at the temperature. Make sure you have heat, guys. So if you have the heat on. All right, let me put it on full blast. All right, you should be getting heat. Make sure your car is nice and hot. You will get some heat. Rev the engine really good. Make sure the antifreeze goes in the right amount, and then you're good. Make sure your car does not overheat. Keep eye on the gauge. All right, and that should take care of all this. And after this, guys, just make sure you drive the car around a little bit and top off your antifreeze, and that's it. You're done. And make sure you put your radiator cap back on. All right, guys, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end this video here. I'm gonna top off the antifreeze. I'm gonna close everything up, and we gotta let this car sit down for a little bit so it can take the antifreeze into the system, whatever it needs, and then that's it. We're done. After that, we don't need to do anything any further. All right, so guys, thank you, subscribe, and bye-bye. All right, make sure all the bubbling stops. Like, this is still bubbling. The thermostat does need to open up. Thermostat is down here, in here. It does need to open up for the antifreeze to circulate. Make sure fan come on, and then you're good, guys. All right, as you can see, bubbles are coming on. I still gotta let this car run a little bit, and then I'm done, guys. And I will put the cap on. If your cap is broken, make sure you put a new cap on. All right, guys, so thank you and bye-bye. All right, guys, I'm still letting the car run a little bit, but you will have steam coming out of this once your thermostat opens up, so make sure it circulates really nice. All right, guys, so I topped off this about a little bit more than halfway, and I let the car rev. Then I let the car sit down, and look, it's almost empty. It's down below up to here. It was up to here, so it sucked in a good amount of antifreeze in there. All right, once we're done, guys, you don't want to make a big mess. What I like to do is you can squeeze one of the pipes. Once you squeeze the pipe, this kit comes with this little tool, and I do want to squeeze it, but I have a camera in my hand. So what I'm gonna do here is, guys, I'm gonna squeeze this pipe, all right? Then with my other hand and the camera, I'm gonna take this guy, I'm gonna stick it in there, right? And that's it. I let go of the pipe on the other end. Now, as we lift this, it's gonna level itself out in here, right, down below. All right, and you're gonna have no mess. This is still spill free. All right, there you go, guys. You see how it went below level? That's it, guys. All right, so thank you, subscribe, and bye-bye.